Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm surprised.
Hello.
Yeah, I sent people links to this last week, and there were people that were like genuine, like I didn't think anybody else remembered this, so that was
Oh, really?
heartwarming. Yeah, I saw some friends
Yay.
on my Instagram that were like, I can't believe you've done this. I thought nobody in the world remembered this, so
It's like the collective memories we all didn't know everybody also maybe had.
yeah, it's surprising to me that this was a part of so many people I know's childhoods. Yeah.
Well, Kate couldn't join us today, but rest assured, we shall brief her for next week.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be back next week. She's just got some driving stuff to do today.
But yes, to the topic at hand.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
okay.
I guess we recap a bit or
Yeah,
something.
let's recap. Previously on Magical Girls Book Club, we decided we would try to fix Caleb to make him a good character for dating, but in our haste to do that, we neglected that the rest of the world needs restructuring, otherwise, him being fixed will not work. The whole arc is fundamentally broken. So,
Mm-hmm.
last session was basically just us trying to make Phobos make sense and the plant people make
Yes.
sense.
And
We did
yeah, the
not fix
whole lore
Caleb.
of Meridian.
Yeah, yeah. The ongoing question of will we fix Caleb continues.
Yes. So I guess we would start from, well, I mean, we kind of already started talking about Alien, but I guess we have to mention her and maybe fix her place in all of this.
Yeah, we that's something we have to consider right now. So
So,
Elian,
yeah. Well, we're kind of establishing that Phobos still wants her powers because the ladies are stronger in Meridian, yes, magically.
yes.
And so maybe to seal the deal of his rule, he wants to steal her powers and be, I don't know, yeah. So if he's trying to go after her, well, in the original story, Alien's sent to Earth somehow by her nanny.
I think so.
And it was kind of up in the air if that was pre-Veil or after Veil. So we should probably fix that.
I remember in the comics there was like a weird little tunnel you could use to get to and from Meridian without using the veil. Like
Oh.
I remember I might be making that up, but I do remember that giant like blue guy with like the weird face horns going through a tunnel to get to Earth at some point. So like I don't remember his name. I just know he was a blue guy in a turtleneck with face horns. Yeah, I remember him and like Caleb sneaking into a tunnel to get to Earth at some point. I might be misremembering,
uh,
but
hmm.
maybe we
Like,
could use that.
maybe like some kind of firewall firewall exception cut tunnel. But so like the veil happened before Alien was sent to Earth, basically.
Was it? Was that like
I mean, like
in the
based
comic?
on the it doesn't actually say in the comic, I believe. So it was just said that she was sent to Earth. So if there's a tunnel existing straight to Earth, does that imply that the veil is already there, or that it's been there pre-veil and would probably be sealed post-veil?
I guess they'd have to seal it up post Veil. Wait, did we ever decide if he was gonna be more of a Grand Vizier type or like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cause
Oh yeah, we had that idea,
yeah,
but then that would kind of screw up the whole
the whole alien
Alien
thing.
becoming
Yeah,
friends with everybody.
yeah. So no grand. Never mind. Yeah. He. I
Yeah,
guess she
well,
would
it
have.
was nice, but it
Yeah.
just kind of complicates things.
It's too bad. Yeah, so at the moment she's like being sent off to Earth or whatever. So I guess they
Yeah,
would have
but
to
yeah.
keep the tunnel open at least until she's out of there.
Yeah, maybe Kendra Carr would be like, let's let's try to stop Phobos by helping Alien escape from Meridian for now.
Yeah.
Maybe. So, I guess that works. I think so.
How old is she at this point? Like is
Like
she
baby.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, can't she
Oh
go
wait.
by herself?
Yeah, I'm
Toddler.
pretty sure she's baby because
Okay.
Phobos is like super older than her. That's what I remember.
Okay, okay.
Like
So
I don't know. That just made him sound creepy. I'm sorry.
super older than her.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we basically Kandrakar firewall exception alien to Earth.
Yeah, they coded it so she could move there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so alien's gone, and maybe Phobos has no idea where she is yet,
Yeah,
and
it's like a Hades situation.
yeah. And meanwhile, in Meridian, I guess he stirred up the unrest, yeah, with the plant people, with tampering with the decrees before, making them unhappy with how things are for them specifically.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, they'd be his main forces
Yeah.
in all this.
They'd like he'd start having these rallies and being like, look, they don't care about you. They haven't written anything about you in their legislation. They don't think you're people. You guys don't
Basically, and
count as citizens.
yeah, and he would probably like promise them things like after he gets, his rule
Yeah. He would use his rule
established.
to barter that.
Yeah, so there's that. I think that's probably how. And yeah, I'm not sure if we just established this last time, but I guess the plant people would be warrior type ish, maybe a little chunky.
Yeah, they'd have to be a little chunky because there is no fucking way in hell they could do anything else.
Yeah,
We were
because
just we were discussing
yeah,
before we started recording that like what kind of labor could they possibly do?
yeah, 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 especially if yeah. Well, I mean, in the original thing, they were supposed to be warriors
Yeah.
made by Phobos and everything, but maybe they could keep the warriors thing. Like maybe they're the ones keeping the peace supposedly of Meridian.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
Meridian cops.
yeah, they the cops, plant cops.
Plant cops.
So
It'd be so
yeah.
easy to deter them. You just bring like a whole bunch of water, just mist them until they go away.
Man, oh yeah, we haven't really established if they're like plants that we are
No.
familiar with
Yeah.
or
I guess
if they're alien plants.
I mean they're probably alien plants, but in order to make them make sense to readers or at least to
Oh
us,
yeah.
I think we would make them something like an aloe vera of some kind.
The aloe vera guards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that way when they like hurt themselves, they can heal themselves.
Oh, that's actually cool.
Thank you.
Like if they get hurt, they would be like new 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 new
Yeah.
green magic.
Yeah, they like kind of snap off a bit of their fingy and then they just put like the
Oh.
salve on whatever wound.
Yeah, and then it'll just grow back. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah, they're like lizards.
Yeah, it really makes sense. I love this idea.
Thank you. Okay, so they're like some kind of alien aloe vera that can handle
Yes.
harsher climes because we were
Yeah.
discussing like if they were out in the sun too long, they would die. If they got stuck in the rain, they would die. Like they'd have to be able to deal with that.
Yeah, or else they won't be much of a problem to
Yeah,
fight against, really.
exactly.
Especially with like Irma on your team and Tyranny, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, they'd have to be stronger than that. So
Yeah.
so like like a much hardier alien aloe vera is what they're made of, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
And
Okay.
and then so there's that. We have established Phobos's rule, so we can maybe start thinking of Caleb's place in this.
Yeah, finally. So
Yeah, we're the main man.
our main boy, our main son, who has been done so dirty by this franchise in every possible
Yeah.
way, Caleb. Okay, what do we do with him?
I guess it would make sense for him to be like one of the plant people who were drafted in as a warrior or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wait.
Although
Drafted. Are they
wait,
cloned or do they reproduce like plants or
I think maybe they grow on trees or something. I don't know.
grow on trees?
Like never mind. Aloe vera growing on trees doesn't make sense. But anyway, maybe like I don't know. They grow somehow like plant people.
Okay.
Like maybe it could be a world tree or a tree of life type of thing.
Okay.
Where there's one origin for the plant people.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe.
Yeah, there would be like one universal giant aloe vera plant, and then like it would just kind of seed all of its like pollen, and I'm sure there's like little birds that go up to it and stuff, so like that's why there's so many around the place. So they
Alien bees,
alien
alien
bees,
birds.
yeah. This is a world where bees don't exist, where bees exist still. So
So
okay,
yeah, I guess he was born a
yeah.
normal plant boy.
He was
Uh,
he grew out of the earth.
yes, and it's just so funny
Losing my
in my
mind.
head right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Same.
But yeah, he sprouted to life,
Yes.
and I guess he had like combat I don't know acumen. Maybe he's a little I don't know. Maybe is he smart? Maybe a little. I
Let's
don't
make
know.
him smart. Let's make him smart.
Yeah. Let's make him smart.
Yeah, because Cornelia has always kind of been established to be like more the brains of the group.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I
He's
feel
got to keep up with her brain.
exactly. She probably doesn't want to date an idiot. So
Yeah, exactly. I approve.
cool. Okay, so he's smart, and I think we could make him like a general of some kind, like a war
Oh
general.
yeah, like a high-ranking officer type of thing.
Yeah.
Would Phobos trust him? Maybe yes.
I mean, every leader needs to have like underlings.
Maybe he's like one of those right-hand man type of people.
Also very good. Also a good idea.
And then that would just make the whole betrayal so spicy.
Oh my god, the emotions, the drama.
Yeah.
It's
Like
real Hamlet hours
how would
in
he?
this.
Yeah. Although the problem is, I guess he would believe in Phobos, but how would he unbelieve?
I think because he's so close to all of the things Phobos is doing, he would probably see at some point that he's, being a stinky bastard. So,
And yeah, basically using the plant people.
yeah, creating a platform for
Yeah,
himself
that
with
would make
these plant people, but not actually planning to go through with the legislation. Like, I'm assuming he would be
hmm
like one of these right hand guys, and then you'd come up to them and be like, "Yeah, so when are you gonna pass plant care for all or whatever?" And they'd be, and Phobos would be like,
for all.
"Maybe later."
Maybe later.
And then he'd just
Maybe
keep
he
doing it
needs.
until eventually he'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, no, I'm never passing that law. I said that to get myself into power."
Yeah, maybe Phobos would have like this kind of underlying fear that if he lets the plant people be too powerful, he wouldn't be because they're a strong people, and if he maybe they would be able to like usurp him, that kind of thing.
Yeah, he'd have to
So
keep
he would
them like
be
oppressed.
yeah. Although that wouldn't be very smart, would it? Like if he's smart, he'd maybe give them part of what they want, but not completely.
Yeah.
To keep them at bay.
That's a good idea. So plant care for some.
Plant care for some.
I want to make it clear to the listeners of this podcast that I do support Bernie Sanders. I'm just making jokes.
This is totally any parallels or similarities found in real life are purely coincidental.
Yeah.
We need that disclaimer.
We really do. We've basically written an insurrection into this.
Yes.
Yeah, we did discuss this shortly before recording. I know it's a sore spot for American listeners, but it's a good plot point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. This is all just Meridian. We're not really talking about anything else.
Yeah, the plant people are good. They're not QAnon this time. It's okay.
Yeah, and going back to like the whole Caleb thing and the whole plant people controlling thing. Would Caleb be like, well, yeah, I guess he would be aware of whatever Phobos is doing.
Yeah.
And although I feel like we need something like more concrete that happens, unless it's like a whole bunch of small things that just pushes Caleb over the edge. But maybe it should be something more decisive. I don't know.
Maybe his mom could be dying, like they didn't get health care in time or something.
Oh no!
I'm gonna stop talking about
Plant
health care.
care.
I'm sorry. I can't think of anything else. I can't think of any other like promises that were never kept.
Yeah, I guess that's like at the forefront of our heads right now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could like table that for a bit. Maybe we could get like Kate's opinion on how to deal with Caleb's like epiphany, basically.
Caleb's shit.
Yeah. So basically, that's whatever that thing is. It would be the thing that would cause him to maybe try to go against Phobos and rally the plant people under him, I guess.
Yeah.
And maybe like the plant people, maybe it'd be like plant people are still not
flourishing.
Yeah, they're not flourishing, or it's basically not as Phobos promised, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, that's great. That's a great idea.
Okay. I guess, yeah. So, and then he'll be like, we need to fight for the plant people's rights, kind of thing. I mean, like, because there's the whole thing where Phobos, would he find out that Phobos tampered with stuff?
I think he would eventually, like, as somebody that has to carry the files around and stuff, he'd probably see that, like, there were some records that didn't match.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that could be a thing. Like, he spends a day in the record room.
Yeah, I mean, this is meant to be some sort of political court intrigue. Let's actually put intrigue in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could go with that. Like, he discovers that maybe at some point, because Phobos is maybe he discovers that the whole decree is like, this looks like Phobos is doing, the one from before, back when it was still in the matrilineal rule type of thing.
Yeah, he'd notice it from like the handwriting or something and be like, hey, this looks like Phobos's handwriting. I've been reading his handwriting for 20 years. It looks like this.
Yeah. Actually, how old are they? I'm not really sure.
I don't know. How do the plant people age? The plant people lore is so fuzzy.
Yeah. I don't think, it's kind of sad. I feel like they didn't have that much lore. I feel like they were just there.
Exactly. They didn't do anything about them. They were just like, oh, plant people. They should have put consideration into how old they get or what their whole deal is. Which writers? Why are we doing your jobs for you?
Don't worry, we'll do them justice.
Yeah, we're actually doing your job now. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how old they grow, do you think? Are they like the same as people? Or like some plants live to be way older than people, like sequoia trees live to be super old.
Maybe it depends if they're a tree type or just kidding.
No, that's an interesting consideration.
Maybe there's like tree type people who are like chonky.
Yeah, I assume they would be like more the guards and the riot police because they have like inbuilt armor.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like bark people.
Yeah, they have like bark and stuff. I think it would be cool.
Yeah, I mean trees are still hardy.
Yeah, I think maybe it would be cool if like they're like swords or daggers or whatever under the skin of the bark, like kind of like an assassin.
Yeah,
like an Assassin's Creed.
Yes. Now we're character designing.
Yeah.
whoever this character is, he's cool.
This is the Guardian class. This is like their tanks.
Yeah. And so yeah. How did we get to the bark people?
I don't know. We were just trying to figure out how old they live because
like
all
how old?
I'm so
sorry.
How long they
but
live.
Yeah. Basically, we've established that Phobos and Caleb have known each other and worked together for a while.
Yes. They've known and lived and worked together for a while.
Yeah. So Caleb would know if this thingy is Phobos or not.
Yeah, he'd be able to read somebody's handwriting and be like, yeah, Phobos did that, or like, nope, that's a forgery. He'd be aware of those kinds of things.
Well, yeah, he'd have to be aware, I guess, as like the right hand, like to protect Phobos's reputation type of thing.
Yeah, and his proximity to everything would be like, it would be really easy for him to, spot inconsistencies in files and stuff.
So maybe like one day he discovers like the secret area in the records room, or I don't know, secret compartment where all of the questionable documents are.
Yeah, we have to give
Somehow.
Phobos a blind spot because we've made him a lot smarter now. I guess his blind spot
Yeah.
is he keeps his records in plain fucking sight.
Maybe, or I guess if he was smart, he'd have like a magic seal on it.
Yeah, like a magic seal that like a parcel tongue thing, because he's a snake.
He's a snake.
Yeah, like it would make sense that there are certain things that his throat can do that maybe a plant person's couldn't on account of a difference in biology.
And maybe also because he's a half, an evolved human, quote unquote. So maybe he has some magic, but it's not, as strong as aliens or anything. So maybe with magic that maybe plant people can't do or something.
Like a special snake spell.
Yeah, snake spell. Although the question would be, how would Caleb, maybe he'd do like some sort of mini espionage thing where he figures out a way to duplicate or figures out a way to open it somehow.
Yeah. Maybe instead of a snake
like,
magic
that thing is sus.
Yeah, like maybe instead of a snake magic thing, it could just be like a super special lock that uses snake components. Like,
ooh,
like something to do with a scale or something.
He uses his own scales.
Yeah. He's like a monster hunter monster. He drops them everywhere.
Yeah. So he would make this special thing. Phobos would make this special thing.
Yeah.
Would it have like a corresponding key? Or would Phobos be the key?
I think Phobos is like, I think it would be interesting to have Phobos' tail be the key, but I also don't think that Caleb would be able to get in if it were that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe like, oh, I guess whatever the key would be, or wait, it would be separate from Phobos, right?
It would have to be, so that,
yeah.
get in.
So like, I guess Caleb would know where it is. Or would he? Because if he would know where it is, why would he not question what it's for? Or maybe that's basically his thing.
I think maybe he'd come across it and be like, what's this key?
Yeah, maybe he saw it one day, and then suddenly it's like jigsaw puzzles fall into place when he sees the thing in the record room.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then he does it sneaky.
And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna need to steal this key now.
Yeah. And then, I guess he sneaky's it.
Yeah, or something. He sneaks it out of the castle, goes to the record room, and brings it, and he's like, oh shit, my boss sucks, actually.
Means this all of the lies.
Oh no.
Plain-faced lies. The deception. The disgrace.
Oh my god. This song again.
Yes! It's applicable.
He has a whole like 2.5 minutes to himself to sing this song from The Lion King.
Yes. Yeah, to be fair though, this song lives in my head rent free.
I noticed. Jesus.
But yeah, so I guess he finds out that way.
Yeah.
And then that's when he does the rally, the plants peoples.
The plant peoples. So he goes and he rallies the plant people and he's like, I have proof that our king sucks. You want to overthrow? And they're like, give us proof though.
Why does this have like the same energy as you want to smash or something?
This has really you want to buy a ghost energy.
Yeah, you want to buy a ghost. But yeah, we're not script writers. We're just, writers.
We could write the script of this if we actually put in effort. But like right now we're too busy rewriting the story to go into like the lines of it.
We're just storyboarding and it's beautiful.
We're storyboarding this. We're not the head writers, okay? God, maybe we should be though. We'd be great at it.
Oh boy.
Between the three
Into
of
like some
us,
fun reading.
yeah, between the three of us and Rosie, who I know loves to write, like,
Yay!
seriously, you should read
Yes,
her. You should read her D&D backstory. I'm not allowed to say anything, but like, it's so long.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she never got around to sending me an actual like written down version of it because the last time she tried to type it out, she read it and was like, "I need to rewrite this. This is not as good as it could be." And I was like, "Girl, I just need the details."
Oh. But yes.
Okay, yeah, so he goes over to the plant people and is like, "Yeah, we need to overthrow the king. He's not doing what we thought. In fact, he actually really sucks. Got like he killed people
Mhm.
to get where he is. Fight the power sort of situation."
Yeah,
How would
but
he get everyone in on it though? Like how would he get
hmm.
how would he convince people?
Ah, that's another thing. Like, would he be like a super well liked and well known plant guy because he's like the right hand of Phobos,
I guess that would make sense. It would be
and like
aspirational
he
for
was
the other
strong enough
plant.
to be one?
Yeah, it would be like an aspirational situation with him because like anybody can be close to the king.
Mm-hmm. If you were plant people, though, would you take his word for it right away?
That's a good question. I don't know if they would take his word right away.
Hmm. Maybe he would have proof from the records
I guess he'd
or
have to
something.
take them, but like
Yeah.
okay, so he would need to get proof of some kind, but how would he get the proof? Because there's no way that like Phobos would keep that place super unsupervised. Like I feel
Oh
like
yeah, that's
he'd have
true.
some way to make sure that all of the stuff stays there, like some kind of medieval fantasy CCTV of some description.
CCTV. Well, maybe it's like a barrier. I
Like a
don't
barrier
know.
that won't let you out if you have stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Or like it keeps the documents in,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Keeps the
Yeah.
records safe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As Caleb, how do we get around that?
Maybe Caleb is capable of like shucking some of the dead leaves on himself and then writing down stuff that he sees.
Oh.
um,
Oh, like copying the
yeah,
thing?
like a copier of some weird description.
He could, but that wouldn't be very convincing,
That's true.
I guess, because it would be in his handwriting,
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah. So
Take
how
like a
does he
photocopy,
is that
photosynthesize a copy.
photosynthesize a copy? Yeah, I was thinking something similar. Like, how does he take pictures and like just
Yeah.
show them?
He like chlorophylls his, I don't know. Oh no. How do we plantify it? Let's see. This is actually kind of challenging.
I know this bit is hard. I don't know what we're doing.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I guess Caleb doesn't know what he's doing right now. It's like
Yeah.
we're walking him through the heist.
Yeah, this is like a weird walkthrough. This would be very difficult though to try and walk somebody through this.
Yeah. Or we could rethink the barrier thing.
Yeah.
Make it not so, well, I don't know, but that wouldn't be very smart. Well, I mean, if you're gonna have like a barrier that's circumventable somehow.
Yeah. I think Phobos's magic would be able to keep track of that, like I said, using
Yeah,
a
maybe.
CCTV like system where like there
Mm.
would be bubbles that kind of
Oh,
reflect what's going on in there.
oh, remember the murmurers thing?
The murmurers. Was that something we made up?
No. It was a Meridian thing. Like,
Oh,
that was actually where the original version of plant people,
sure.
murmurers.
I remember the word,
Basically,
yeah.
okay, so Phobos. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Meridian thing, Meridian page, and okay, I think we need to know this. Like, the inhabitants of Meridian slash Metamore are separated into two major groups. The Galot, were the
Sure.
original inhabitants, and they have blue or green skin and stone-like plates coming out of their face.
They're that
So
blue
I guess that's
guy.
like, yeah, that's the blue horn guy.
Yeah.
And the Escanor are descended from the first human to go to Meridian through the Veil. So this man's wife was later given the throne, and that's the first queen. So those are like the ancestors of the what you call it, the evolved humans, and then they gain magical power eventually. And then the half breeds between the two, those are the murmurers, which were created by Phobos supposedly before original dub Phobos.
Okay, so he's the plant. That's the plant guys.
Yeah, I think so. These are creatures that can change between an apparently human form and a beast form. Apparently, they're not plant people. I was like, what the heck? Then why was Caleb a flower?
Yeah, he was like
I'm
a plant.
so confused.
That's not a beast form, guys.
Yeah, I guess we're reworking.
Yeah.
We're putting the plant people in, and maybe the murmurer type of terminology could be for like the CCTV thing.
Yeah.
Like murmurers are like I don't know, magical plants that are around the castle listening or watching everyone's moves.
They look like what's it called? They look like Audrey too from
Oh.
the shop.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, feed me intel.
Yes. like a bunch of fly traps.
Yeah, when somebody tries to get into like a place that they're not allowed to go, they get eaten by these big plants.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I guess there would be one for the record room then.
Yeah, there'd have to be because it's private.
So they eat like unauthorized personnel.
Yeah. I assume they keep pretty well fed because there's got to be some technician that just like tries to clean the place and is like, going to do my job, and then you just get freaking eaten by a plant.
That's kind of sad though.
Oh, yeah, it is sad. Okay, so we've gotten somewhere in fixing Caleb's character.
Yeah, somewhere. We're just kind of stuck in the heist part.
Yeah, we're stuck in trying to make it so that he incites the rebellion somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think we have like half of his life story right now.
We're kind of
so
we're
I call that progress
out of that big old pie to fix him.
Yeah.
Okay. We will see you all next week.
Yes, hopefully with Kate and yeah.
Hopefully having fixed Caleb.
Yeah. Will we fix Caleb? Find out next time.
Yeah, basically. Find out next time on the Magical Girls Book Club. We'll see you then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening.